Hey guys, it's me. Just wanted to do my vlog. As you can tell, yet again, I'm in my apartment. As you can also tell, I found the video I did showing my apartment and learned how to download it, which I am very proud of myself. I am not like I said before, I'm not the most electronically suave person out there. I will admit to this. I have no qualms saying, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, but I will learn or attempt to do this. So, I am doing my second video at home, or from home. So, anyway, this is what's been going on since last week's videos, since I did post two. And, sorry, my hands are dry from work, and they're peeling. But, okay, so anyway, so this is what's been going on. Last Saturday of April, my friend Beth, who we've been friends for almost 12 years, she lost her grandfather. He was 98 years old. He passed away. It was kind of almost 100 years old. I mean, it was just, his body gave out. He went to, went to the other side. His funeral was Thursday. He, it was just one of the situations. Anyway, he died. So, since he passed away, Beth and I have hung out a couple times. We are reconnecting our friends, reconnecting because the last 2 years of his life, she mostly stayed at his house, taking care of him. She couldn't go out and do anything. She was mostly with her grandpa. And then she got her a job, so she was either with her grandfather or at work. With me, it's been work, school, work, school, work, school, I've posted several videos about that. Like, I have no social life. Or I felt like I didn't have a social life because I go to school, I come home, I do my homework, I work, I come home. Typical college student with work and stuff like that. So this week we've hung out, or within the week we've hung out, and we're reconnecting our friendship, and trying to rebuild our friendship because within the last 6 years she's lost her mom to cancer. I got married, I got divorced. With my ex-husband, we had 2 miscarriages. And then there was my little brother's motorcycle accident. There was my divorce, my, me living from a homeless shelter, which I've said before in the videos past. I was in a homeless shelter for 2 years. Her grandpa, health declining within the last 2 years. Me getting a job, me going to school, me getting my GED. Life happens. Just it happens. It's life. So we are trying to just kind of really not start from fresh, but starting from scratch all over again. Since the whole month of March and April, 2 months of March and April have sucked horribly. With money getting stolen, with people screwing me over. It's just like one of those deals where it's I almost lost Matthew. He got mad because I said, hey, because his most recently ex-boyfriend goes, hey, you need to grow up, you need to do this and this and this. Well, I agreed with the ex-boyfriend because I love Matthew, and I know that our friendship, we are very dependent on each other. I mean, the last 2 years of us being friends, it's like, he's younger than I am. I will be 34 on the 5th of May, which will be the day I post my video. And like I do every Monday. He's in his early 20s. We've been friends since he was a senior in high school. which he's been in 4 or 5 videos of mine. But anyway, since March. Okay, let me go back to February. Okay, February, I had a friend of mine brought a friend over to my apartment, a friend of hers to my apartment, and we met Matthew, his now ex-boyfriend, who's been in a video of mine. Matthew, Jay, me met this guy. The three of us hung out with this guy for 5 days. No biggie. Seems okay. We assumed that the girl wanted us to be friends with him. We assumed. What happens sometimes when you assume? You not only make an ass out of you, but you make an ass out of me too. So we made asses out of ourselves. Well, then after 5 days of hanging out with this young man, he goes into this, I have to think things through and I have to work on myself. And he pulls away from her, pulls away from the three of us, which by this time, Matthew and I started to get attached to this person. We hadn't seen him in a month. Well, at the beginning of March, Matthew's ex-boyfriend, Jay, the boys were over here, and we were hanging out. We were watching a movie. Jay was texting back and forth with this guy. He's like, hey, we're over at Jim's, why don't you come over? He does. The four of us hang out. This girl not found out that we've hung out with them. She gets upset. Okay. And then the following week is when I had people here for a week that are homeless that I have known for the last 2 years. Well, one good person of these 4 that are homeless I have known since 2008. As this guy, I know for a fact will never screw me over. Every time I've seen him at parties, he's always had my back. I've always had his. If someone tried messing with me that was overly drunk or high or whatever, or even if the person was sober and wouldn't take no for an answer, he steps up and goes, hey, leave Jen alone. She doesn't want you in her bubble. She doesn't want you around. She doesn't want you near her. He's always had my back. I've done the same for him. The one girl I've known for 2 years, who was the one that stole my money, or my rent money, that was in my makeup case. Her and I talked. Since then, we've made amends. We're not friends like we were, but we are making amends. So that was March. The girl that introduced me to the guy that Matthew, Jay, and I hung out with. Her and I were talking about this guy. And I said something along the lines of not trusting his girlfriend. From stuff that I've heard from the girl. This is my now ex-friend and her friend. Well, the girl that was my friend was jealous of Matthew, Jay, and I hanging out with this guy. She's jealous of his girlfriend, but yet I get the blame for it. This is now in April. Her and Jay, Matthew and Jay break up. Jay, beginning of last month, the first weekend of last month, Jay and Matthew break up. Jay tells Matthew, you need to grow up, you need to do this, you got to, do this. Well, I agreed and still agree with Jay. I love Matthew, but, he's got to get his head on his shoulders. He's a young man. He's 21. I love Matthew, and Matthew knows this. So Matthew got upset with me. He got upset with Jay, which I can understand. When you get 2 people that you love more than anything tell you, bam, you got to do this, and you feel bombarded. Okay, I understand where Matthew's coming from. So that was the beginning of April. 3 weekends ago, my now ex-friend and her little friends with benefits person that Matthew J and I met in February come over to my apartment to, because I was supposed to hang out with the girl that day, have a girl's day, stuff like that. Well, she brings him over. And I was told I was selfish. I'm a liar. Stuff like this. Jay and this girl talked to this guy. And we're like, oh, Jen's doing this, this, and this. She doesn't like your girlfriend, da, 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 da. So this guy comes at me, telling me I'm selfish, telling me, his exact words were, I was a liar and a selfish cunt. And I told him, I go, I can be selfish. I could have told you that 2 months ago when you first met me. I go, we're not friends. He goes like, oh, we are friends. I go, we're not friends. In this lifetime or in past lifetimes, we're never going to be friends. I go, you're nothing but a speck in my life. Speck. You're nothing to me. I told him that. You're nothing to me. So, this girl and him leave. I haven't talked to them since then. I don't want to talk to them. Jake calls me about 3 or 4 hours later that day, asked me how I was doing. You know what? I really don't care for people to come over and disrespect me in my place. This is my home. You came into my home and disrespected me. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, so I haven't talked to Jay. Haven't talked to these 2 other people. I don't want to. I'm done. Since then, Matthew and I started talking again. And we hung out. We hung out over the weekend. And it's just the fact of Matthew and I are like Beth and I. We're connected. I mean, there's no one can separate us. Our bond is strong. Beth and I have had boyfriends and ex-husbands that were jealous of our friendship. Matthew and I have had boyfriends in the last 2 years that was jealous of our friendship. Nothing can separate our bonds. But anyway, guys, I love you. I hope you have a great week. I will post another video again, probably from home, now that I realized what I can do and how to download. This is probably like the longest video I've did. Usually they're anywhere between 50 seconds to 3 or 4 minutes, and this one's 13 now. Wow. So, I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Mwah!